Awesome. And now we're going to go live. All right, John Lehman, take it away.
Well, welcome everybody. And some of you may know me. I am John Lehman, and it's my pleasure to be a part of the opening of this meeting tonight. And as you can see, our topic tonight is 3 hacks to detox home and body. And I want to introduce, for the content of the program, I want to introduce my daughter Angela Lehman and my daughter-in-law Andrea Lehman, who is soon to join us and be up and running here very soon. Take it away.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Dad. This is a picture of our current Living Well Now leadership team. We have some support staff as well, but we feel super grateful for a family affair, truly, in Living Well Now. My mom, Deborah, invited us to take a look at these products in 2007 after she had been using the products for a while and really fell in love with the healthier lifestyle. We feel super grateful for being in business together since 2012, 2014, truly, when we really started taking off. And our idea of sharing health and wellness comes from an earnestness to educate and empower families to learn more about how to keep themselves healthy and strong. We want to make sure that any information that's presented tonight is not recommended as a replacement for medical treatment or for prevention of disease. But we do want you to understand the value that we have found in using these products and inspire you to make some similar changes in your own home. So thanks so much for joining us, Dad. I'll go ahead and stop your video, and you can mute yourself if you'd like. But I'm super grateful that you were here to introduce us tonight and be part of this. My sister-in-law, Andrea, will be joining us in a bit, but let me go ahead and just give you some background about why we feel so strongly about Young Living in particular. And that is that Young Living has been owned by a single owner for over 30 years. We know that we've got some folks in the waiting room, so let me make sure we get them all in. We know that with the onset of folks who are investors in certain companies or strategies that invite other voices into the room, sometimes decisions can be made that aren't in alignment with the company's original vision. But one of the things that I love most about Young Living is that since its inception in 1994, Young Living has always made it a priority to connect with its customers and its brand partners in a very meaningful and impactful way. Young Living keeps 20 seed to seal farms around the world. In fact, if you're in our Living Well Now lifestyle group, you've seen some videos about this. The power of seed to seal and what that means to the quality of our products that we represent as brand partners with Young Living. We actually have over 600 life-changing products, and we are serving 100 countries more globally and growing. We do have a Young Living Foundation that serves others and impacts lives, with 100% of the donations going to the people who need it most. So I love being able to tell people that when they dollar up their orders, that money is going directly to the need and not just to administrative costs. Young Living really stands on this promise of selective sourcing, innovative science, pioneering standards, and also social impact. That is huge for me as well. As I was thinking about a company that I wanted to partner with, I wanted to find somebody who would kind of uphold the same values that I had for products that I felt comfortable using on myself and in my family. For those of you who are brand new to essential oils, just a reminder that when you rip open a plant by its leaf, or in fact, last week I did a little demonstration of this with peppermint leaves, fresh peppermint leaves, and you rub your fingers together, that moisture between your fingers is the essential oil of the plant. Essential oils are composed of teeny tiny molecules that are so small they actually pass through our skin tissue and directly into our cells. And because our systems work in tandem with plants, we can have those molecules transported all over our bodies within a matter of minutes. You can use oils topically by rubbing them directly on location if you have spots that require attention. You can also diffuse them in your home. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. And you can also use some of our oils that are generally regarded as safe to insert into and internalize and take as dietary measures. So that means you can add 1 to 2 drops to a glass of water, put a couple in a veggie capsule, and take that internally to have impact from the inside out. Our class overview tonight is that you can swap with confidence. That means we want to talk about harsh chemicals that may be impacting you without you even realizing it, and how you can make the switch to clean, effective alternatives for your home and body. We also want to help you simplify your routine. I was just at the store. Well, I've been at the store a lot the last couple of days getting ready for Easter, and we actually have a Holy Week service tomorrow night. So some of those preparations have taken me to the store, and I've just been boggled by the amount of air fresheners and air freshener inserts and just overbearing scents that were coming out of the aisles, particularly at Costco last night was where I was super annoyed. But we want to teach you how to upgrade your daily habits with some other ways that you can have some safe swaps. One unintentional way I did that last night is I brought a bottle of peppermint in from the outdoors upside down with the lid off. And so then my house smelled like peppermint the rest of the night. We also want to teach you about supporting your body naturally using the cleansing trio. So this is a little bit of the body detox, but you can catch that full class from last month by going to our YouTube channel. Or like I said, if you're in our Living Well Now lifestyle group, you can search back that video that we shared last month. Remember that our wellness triangle is based on a lifestyle choice at the bottom, meaning that's the biggest place where you can have the most impact. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough exercise and movement in your day? Are you drinking enough water, getting enough sunshine? The lifestyle pieces that you choose to kind of structure your world around can be so impactful. That honestly, our nutrition, our ditch and switch, and our oils are just kind of continuing to be the icing on the proverbial cake. We want you to know that you can swap with confidence when you start to think about products from Young Living that you have been getting at the store. Maybe it surprises you that I don't buy any of that stuff from Costco or from Target anymore. But did you know that cleaning products aren't regulated by the Food and Drug Administration? Companies don't even have to list all the ingredients they use on the label. And where this is most obvious is in laundry detergent. If you've ever looked at an over-the-counter, kind of a basic laundry detergent, you'll not find ingredients listed. You'll find warnings and hazards and poison things, but you won't find the things that matter the most, right? Like what is in this? A lot of everyday cleaners contain things we'd never knowingly bring into our homes, like allergy-inducing substances, neurotoxins, things that mess with our brain, endocrine disrupting chemicals, so also creating havoc for our hormones. And so those things mess with our cellular health, our thyroid, reproductive system, and even our mental clarity. And because kids and pets can't eliminate toxins as easily as adults, they're even more vulnerable to exposure. According to the CDC, more than 200 high-volume synthetic chemicals have been found in the bodies of nearly all Americans. High-volume synthetic chemicals have been found in the bodies of nearly all Americans, including newborns. That's wild to think about. But the good news is that we have a choice when it comes to what we use in our homes today. And that's what we want to introduce you to if this is your first time understanding why we need to stop. How do you know if a cleaning product is harmful? One of the best ways is to be aware of what ingredients to avoid in your personal care and cleaning products. We're exposed to toxic chemicals every day, but you can reduce your exposure if you know what they are. And so honestly, looking for some of those endocrine disruptions looks like SLS, it looks like phthalates, it looks like fragrances, the real F word, as it says on the slide in front of you. But where we get tricked is that companies have now started greenwashing their products, which means they change just enough in the ingredient labels to be able to mark themselves as green or non-toxic, but really without the whole list of ingredients, you don't know that for sure. A lot of those claims aren't regulated by the FDA, so you'll have to become a label sleuth and learn how to identify those iffy ingredients yourself. And there are things that you can use to make that simpler. The person who invited you to this call tonight can give you some of those quick and easy apps that you can use. Google Images is another great one to use to just really understand where a product comes from. So Thieves Cleaner is the flagship of the cleaning products from Young Living. It's based on our Thieves Blend. Those of you who are familiar with Thieves Blend may not even be aware that it comes from spices that aromatics that spice traders were putting on their skin when the plague was going on, and they found themselves not getting sick. And so the synergistic blend of clove, rosemary, lemon, tea tree, and something else awesome. Andrea, help me out. Clove, cinnamon bark. Clove,
eucalyptus, rosemary, not tea tree.
Rosemary, eucalyptus, and lemon. Those 5 oils work together in our Thieves oil blend. So then they added it into our very highly concentrated Thieves Cleaner. The Thieves line gives you safer, healthier, harsh, chemical-free alternatives for just about everything. And in fact, we now have hand soap, laundry detergent, all-purpose cleaner, sanitizer, dishwasher tabs, you name it, Young Living has it. And so we just feel super grateful that this is such a popular product that many essential oils have tried and failed to duplicate it. And you can make such a difference when you swap out your cleaning products with the Happy Healthy Home collection. This is the most economical way for you to upgrade. In fact, it saves you like $30 if you were to buy everything individually. It would cost you $30 more. So it's great to just get it as the Happy Healthy Home. Make a shift kit. It comes with a bottle of Thieves and a bottle of lemon that you can add to your cleaning or use at your desire in your home. But just for comparison's sake, 1 bottle of Thieves Cleaner will cost you $31.58. It actually makes 28 16-ounce bottles of cleaner. So that breaks down to just $1.12 per bottle of cleaner. That's cheaper than the cleaners that you buy at the grocery store. So some people who say, why would you spend $30 on a cleaner, don't recognize or don't realize the value of how that extends. And it's also about cleaning consciously, meaning 1 small recyclable bottle actually replaces dozens of single-use plastic containers, dramatically reducing your household's plastic footprint while still giving you all the cleaning power you need. So I just love that little note of how important Young Living takes that eco-friendly, that eco-sustainability promise even into our products. They note as well that we have sold over 9.2 million bottles of Thieves Cleaner globally. That means we've prevented over 258 million single-use plastic bottles from entering our environments. So 258 million bottles that won't end up in our oceans, our landfills, or our children's future. So hopefully that is just a brief look at how you can make that home swap and detox the chemicals in your home for some really easy products. And if you are in our lifestyle group, that's our product education group, you can find recipes for diluting the laundry soap, how to extend the length of the dish soap, as well as the kitchen and bath scrub, the dishwasher tabs, how people have added certain scents to their cleaners over time to make them more accessible for holidays, if that's something that's really important to you. Andrea, you're up. Welcome. Oh, you're muted though.
Oh yeah, that helps. Hi. All right, so let's talk about simplifying your routine. All right, so choosing multi-use products. So Ange just did a fantastic job of going over the entire Thieves line, and I think it's so beautiful. But the beauty of them is that they really are multi-purpose. We were just having a conversation with somebody the other day who was looking for a toilet cleaner, and we're like, just use the Thieves kitchen and bath scrub. It works fabulous as a toilet cleaner. And then there's recipes you can find for like spot treatment for your clothes that uses some of the veggie wash, with the dish soap. And I love like once you have good, clean, quality ingredients that there's so much that they can do. So for sure, be sure to check our LW and Lifestyle Facebook group. You'll find all kinds of recipes there for using these products in unusual ways. So hopefully you guys have gotten a look at these two new simplified collection oil blends that were just released this spring. Both of them smell absolutely lovely. I have a girlfriend who just went through surgery last week, and I just took over to her the grapefruit sorbet for her to diffuse in her home as she's recovering at home, because I think it's just such a happy scent. And Lord knows that after you've gone through invasive surgery, that anything that you can do to feel uplifted is a good thing. And so using our oils in that way, not only to give us an alternative for things like plugins and candles that create more of a toxic space in our home, replacing them with the essential oils that are lowering that tox load, but also benefiting our minds and benefiting our emotions. I just think there's nothing like it. So I've had the chance to smell both of them. They are lovely. If you haven't gotten your hands on them, you're going to want to do that. And then just creating a go-to wellness cabinet. So, when I think about our wellness cabinet in our house, it includes both essential oils and supplements. And so we keep our supplements in our pantry. We kind of have them lined up in a certain way. The ones that I use in the morning are here, and the ones that I use in the afternoon are here. And then we have, maybe much like you, oils are all over the place, right? So we have racks where we have oils in specific orders. We have oils that we use at night on our bedside table. We have oils that we use like on our skin, like on our face, right by the sink when we're washing our faces. And we have oils that we cook with in a specific drawer. So really just kind of organizing your space so that they're easy, quick catches when you have something going on, I think is really important. All right, so we've talked about detoxifying our homes with the products that we use, as well as getting candles out and oils in. But let's talk about one way that we can work on detoxing from the inside out. All right, so listening to your body signals, and I think it's so important for us and I think it's mainly women on here, as women, as people in general, to be aware. Be aware of things that are not going right in our bodies and listen to those things and find solutions for them. Notice how your body reacts to certain foods, to certain products, to certain routines or lack of routines. Notice the fatigue or the brain fog, the skin irritation, okay? All of the things that we experience, they are not random things. They are warning signals for us. They're there for a reason. And know that small swaps, so changing out, all of our personal care and cleaning products, right? Getting rid of the candles and the plugins in our homes. Doing those kind of swaps go a long way to support our physical bodies. Cleansing Trio is one group of supplements I'm going to spend just a couple of minutes on really quickly. This is specifically for our colon health. Okay, so think about your digestive system, foods that you're eating. You may go through your day and not drink enough water. Maybe you're not getting enough fiber in your diet. And so you end up dealing with constipation. All right, so when you have constipation, that means that food is sitting in your gut longer than it should. And so things like fermentation and putrefaction happen in the gut, which is releasing all of these toxins, okay, back into our bodies because it doesn't have an exit route. And so if you find that you are often bloated or gassy, or maybe you aren't going to the bathroom easily once or twice a day, the Cleansing Trio is something that you may want to consider. Obviously, first start by increasing your water, right? Make sure you're having good mineral-enriched water. I love mineral essence in my water. And then make sure that you're getting enough fiber in your diet, okay? Because that's really important for helping things to move along well. But if you are already doing those things and still find that there is a bit of an issue in that area, this trio can be really helpful. So it's ICP, okay? And ICP, I heard it once described that it's like the scrubber for the sides of your intestines. So it's like the substance that's going to go in and kind of scrub the walls because we want access, right? That's where all of the nutrients are being absorbed in the walls of our intestines. So if it's caked with junk that you don't want there, then those nutrients can't be absorbed as well. All right. So that's ICP is kind of the scrubber. The essential zyme is what is just breaking down the food matter, breaking down the material. Think about going from like logs into smaller fodder, like twigs and stuff. Like you're breaking down a huge mass into smaller pieces. And then the comfort tone is doing a few different things, but one of the things it's doing is it's helping to soften the stool. So if you already have an issue with constipation, it's going to go in and help soften things. So you've got your essential zyme to help break down the food so that your body can use it. You have the comfort tone that's going to help move things along, and the ICP that's doing the scrubbing action on the walls of your small intestine. This is the perfect trio to help with detoxing your colon. So if you've never given it a try, maybe give it a shot. All right, so I know that those of you who are watching with us may already have a Young Living account. If you don't, the best way to get started is with a starter bundle. So it could be the Thieves bundle. It could be an essential oil bundle if you're wanting to start with diffusing in your home. But by spending 100 PV, you're going to unlock a 24% wholesale discount that all of us members get, and that will last for a year. Okay. And so if you don't have an account, make sure you're checking with the person who invited you so that they can give you not only their referral ID, but also a discount code that you can use to get an extra 10% off. And then number 4, become a brand partner. Can you go back to that slide for a second? Become a brand partner by grabbing the Business Essentials Kit. That's something you can do when you're online. It's free. And that allows you to begin sharing these products with others. Best way to order is through loyalty rewards. Last I counted, I was at like, I don't know, something like 200 months on loyalty rewards. Since the beginning of joining Young Living, we have ordered this way. This is their monthly ordering program. You get extra perks for ordering on loyalty rewards. You'll get the 24% off, but then every month you get percentage back. So 10% for the first 3 months, 20% from months 4 to 24, and 25% back months 25 and on. And that goes into an account that you can use on future products. You also get free gifts at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. You can move your day back or forward, your processing day. You can take a skip month once a year if you need to do that. And we think it's fantastic. There's also monthly gifts at certain levels that you get when you order through loyalty rewards. And so why our team? We think we're pretty great. The Living Well Now community is awesome, made up of all kinds of wonderful human beings. And we have mentorship training. So for those who are looking at the brand partner option, we have mentorship trainings throughout the year. We have an exclusive Facebook group, LWN Lifestyle, where we share recipes and protocols. We have classes like this monthly, how-to guides. We are big on education. This Living Well Now community was started by a bunch of teachers, and so we love to educate and help you feel good about your journey. If you want to take a screenshot of this, this is really simple ideas for you. If you're like, okay, so where do I want to get started? So if you're somebody who's like, I need to get back into fitness, look bottom left there is going to give you some ideas for oils, personal care, and supplements that are going to help you on your fitness journey. If you are struggling with some hormone concerns right now, you might look at the hormone options there in the bottom middle. And if you're somebody who's wanting to support immune system for your family, there's lots of oils and supplements that can help in that area as well. This month, like I alluded to, there are gifts with purchase every month. And so at that 100 PV level, you can get a free orange oil this month. At the 200 PV level, a luscious lemon, and at the 300 PV level, super bee. 100 must be on loyalty rewards to receive that orange oil. The rest can be a loyalty order or a quick order. And then if you want to take a screenshot of this, if you're new to loyalty rewards and you don't really know how to set it up or you don't know how to use your points, these are all different graphics that'll help kind of walk you through each of those processes, editing your order, etc. So you can take a screenshot of this and refer to it when you need it. And we just are excited to welcome you if you're making that choice, welcome you to our community. And if you are already a part of our community, we are so grateful for you, truly. Building a business. So wanted to let you know that the next thing that we have coming up in terms of business support, aside from a Friday morning call that we do every week, is something called the Summer Sizzle. And it's just a fun way to get involved with our community, have a little bit of friendly competition, and just do the actions that will help to build your business and help to bring in that extra paycheck every month. All right, and this is something super fun that we do every month. We have what's called the Make a Move Challenge, and it goes from the Make a Move Challenge really into the 14-day reset for those who are wanting to participate in the 14-day reset, which involves Ningxia Red. But this time around, Make a Move, it's starting April 28th, and we are going to be working on our core. This time around. Last time it was squats. We're just finishing those up. And so it's definitely a way to just have a little bit of accountability and do something that doesn't take a lot of time, but it's getting you moving on a daily basis. And that brings us to the end. We're grateful to have had you tonight. Hopefully you learned something new or found a new product that you're excited to try. So yeah, for those who are watching replay in the lifestyle group, let us know what product you're most excited about. For those of you who are on with us on Zoom, let us know in the comments what you're most excited about. Thanks for being here with us, guys.